Hi, this is TJ with Piano Clubhouse, going to show you today I Smile by Kirk Franklin. It starts in the key of D flat and modulates up eventually to the key of D major. Okay. Okay, let's get started. Let's start with the left hand first. Let's set the foundation. Left hand is going to start out on the D flat major. Actually, take that back. Introduction is the big build up. Left hand is just on A flats, octave A flats. Right hand, you kind of hit a bass chord here to kind of set it up. And while you have your pedal sustained, then move up to up here, where this is an A flat suspended. A flat, D flat, E flat, and then A octave. And what the right hand is going to be doing here, that the primary right hand movement is going to be B flat, and then an octave down, B flat, just these two notes, A flats, and then octave B flat. Big stretch here, where you're doing B flat, A flat, B flat. In between each of the notes, you're always hitting this A flat with your thumb. B flat at the top, A flat, B flat, A flat, while the left hand is suspended down here, okay? The choir singing, they're kind of building up. And you might not be doing that build up with your choir, but I just want to give it to you just in case. So when you're ready to come in with the song, the notes are B flat, B flat, A flat, F, E flat, and then instead of when you hit this last note, you're going to hit this inverted D flat major chord, inverted 2 times. A flat, D flat, and F. Now it's going to be, let me give you the fingering I use to kind of help me do that run and get to my chord quickly. I use my 3 on my 3rd finger on D flat, my middle finger, and then I just go down these 3 fingers, B flat, A flat, F. My thumb goes on F, and then I bring my 3rd finger over, to hit the E flat, and then from right here, I'm set up perfectly to hit that chord, A flat, D flat, and C. Okay, it's going to take a little practice to get that. Okay, and then we're right there ready for that chord. Now let me also preface it before I go any further. The song kind of has 2 pianos going at the same time. They kind of have this, during the introduction it's just this one piano. But once they get past this particular section of the song, that high piano keeps going, and then there's another piano that's playing the bass chords. And now, after I show you this intro with this right hand, with this high piano, I'm going to go back down to the main piano section part that you'll most likely be playing if you're playing it with your church or with your choir, okay? So although on the album you'll hear this high piano throughout the song, I'm going to switch to the main chords that you're going to be playing as a piano player with this song. So we're here. We're going to hit this 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we switch chords to an E flat major chord. G, B flat, and E flat. Hit it 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the next chord is a G flat major chord. G flat, B flat, and D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the last chord, this B flat, drops down to A. This is a G flat minor chord. G flat, A, and D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just hit this last one 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then go back to the run. Left hand. On the first chord, left hand's going to hit D flat in the left hand. 3, 4. The next chord is G. Sorry, I didn't move my right hand. Left hand's on G now. Next is G flat. Then next is B. D flat, and then G, and then G flat, and then B, okay? Then B, 5, okay? One quick thing with the right hand, instead of hitting the chords at exactly the same time, we're gonna roll it from left to right really, really quickly. Instead of, we're gonna go, I'll play it really slow. We're doing it that way, 1, 2, from left to right, but we're rolling it almost quickly. It's so quickly that it almost sounds like it's going down at the same time, but it's not. It really gives this little solo some character as opposed to just playing a straight chord. That's too clean. We need to make it a little bit sloppy. Okay? So, roll from left to right really fast on those. Left hand. One more time, then we'll move on. Then G's, G flat, then B, one more time, now after this, now we're gonna shift our hands. The right hand, or I'm sorry, the melody, this high part's still gonna keep going, but now I'm gonna shift your hands to kind of the main piano part. Okay? So, let's start with the left hand. Start with the bass. Now the primary notes are G flat, then C, then B flat, and then A flat. Okay, one more time. Then C, then B flat. Okay, let's add the right hand. The left hand is on G flat, and right hand goes to just a D flat major chord. D flat, F, and A flat. You can add this E. And play this rhythm. Instead of just playing just a straight chord, play it like I almost playing that rhythm will really help you to really play in character, almost close to the recording. Next chord. Left hand goes down to C. We were here. Left hand, right hand goes, this D flat drops down to C. We're going to hit C, E flat, G flat, and B flat. And then this resolves, these two fingers are going to resolve down to F and A. So we were here, then here, and that's all over C. And then left hand goes to B flat. When we go to the B flat, all you need to do with the right hand is move this A down to A flat. And then when the left hand goes to A flat, right hand goes to a D flat suspended chord. D flat, G flat, A flat, and D flat. So the chorus, left hand, I smile. Alright, the only thing really to remember here is 4 basic notes, and then we'll fill in the rest later. The 4 basic notes are D flat, bum, then D flat again, then G flat, then go down to B. Let's repeat that pattern, 2 D flats, 1, do it again, then we go to G flat, and then next is B natural. Okay, now let's fill it in a little bit. With these primary bass notes, we're going to play the fifths. The fifth away from D flat is A flat. Okay? And then the second time, for the G flat, the fifth is D flat. And for the B, we're going to go B and then G flat. Okay? One more time. For D flat, it's A flat, and do it twice. For the G flat, the fifth is D flat. And for the B, it's G flat. Okay, let's build on this a little bit more. The next movement, instead of going to the octave, instead of doing that, we're going to go, we skip this octave and play the next 2 notes of the scale, E flat, F. You know the D flat scale is D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat. So we do the fifth just like I showed you first, and then skip up and play the second note and the third note of the scale, but an octave higher. Do that twice. We go to the F, the fifth, and then we play 2 notes of the scale higher than that octave. A flat and B flat. And you can even do it right here next to you can do it right there. Of course, it sounds a little bit better doing an octave higher. From the B, same thing. Actually, you know what? When you do this B, don't play the extra note. Just play the fifth. Just come back and play that B. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go through the whole progression. Next is G flat and D flat, A flat, B flat, and then B. One more time. Then G flat and D flat. B and G flat. Okay. So I just built you a complete bass line for that section. Feel free to play as much as you're confident with. If you're not comfortable doing the fifths yet, then just play the bass notes. Okay? Let me add the right hand, it'll help fill it in a little bit better. For the first chord over D flat, you're just going to play a D flat 1 chord. D flat, F and A flat. Add this E flat. When the second time the left hand goes to D flat, right hand, go to B, this is a B major chord, B, E flat and G flat, and add this A flat. So we were here, we went down to here for the second time through D flat. When the left hand goes to G flat, bring the right hand back up to that D flat chord. The same chord we started this section out with. And then when the left hand goes to B, this D flat and E flat stay the same. These 2 notes are going to move to the right a half step to G flat and A. Let's go through it all again.